Hello, Virgo. Thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Thelema or Thelema, the two different versions I saw for the pronunciation on the website. I finally got to. I was going to thank the person who sent me the link. I can't remember the name of the base language where this comes from. For the love of Pete. But it means will or intention, I think. Is Vera not a Lechner? There's how you spell it. Brain is just not going there right now. The supportive cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. I cannot remember the name of that language. Like, there's a base language that comes from, but can't get to it. Can't do it. All right, this will be fun. You got a lot of strength on your side. A lot of strength on your side, I'm noticing, just to start off with, Virgo. That's it, just two. And they're right over there. What do we got going on here? Now, you got a lot of strength going on here. But the other side is strong too, I'm noticing. So whatever we're starting off with here, I feel like it's a good situation, but you got a lot of strength on your side. Not that that's that surprising. It's just like I'm feeling like it's a very stable, dependable. You're not like, I don't know, we'll see. Because it doesn't feel like you're like muscling yourself in there, but you're just like, I'm standing here, and I'm standing here, and I'm not moving, I'm standing here. And if you try to push me away, you're not going to make it happen because I'm standing here. That's the strength I'm feeling. Like, I know where I'm standing, and this is where I'm standing, and you're not moving me. That's what I'm getting here. And I'm getting in this, as we're going into this, you've got the Queen of Wands above you. Like, this is your card. Very strong, very determined, very active. The situation is working out, and I'm noticing below it we have the safe travel. You've moved a situation forward based on your own design. You wanted the situation to go a certain direction. You wanted something to happen. You made that happen. You're comfortable. This is what you wanted. This is what you set out to do. This is what you made happen, and it happened. And I'm getting the safe travel with the victory. You moved a situation forward is what I'm getting. And it worked out exactly the way you wanted it to. You were very active. You made it happen. You took charge of it. You made it happen the way you wanted it to happen. I'm getting a lot of strength. Like, this is what I want. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. And forward it went. This is what we're starting off with. Because I'm getting the other side. Somebody else is definitely connected to this. At least one person, if not a couple. Because I'm getting you're moving forward. You've got a lot of strength behind you. I'm getting the other side is just kind of following. It's almost like you set up the contract, and this is what we're going to do, and this is what's expected of you, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I expect of you, I'm moving forward, you need to move forward too. They kept in line with it, though. And I'm getting the Moon card is kind of like, the other side doesn't know what to make of this situation because they feel that you're really strong right now, and it's a really good moment for you, and they're just kind of like, I feel like they're looking at you not sure what's coming next. And it's not like you did anything that shocking, in my opinion. But they're wondering what else you want to do and what else you're going to make happen. They're wondering if this is like something you're going to do from now on, because it feels like you have leader energy right now. I just don't feel like you want to stay in that energy. I feel like that's just something for this situation you owned because you wanted it to work out. And you're like, if I want it to work out, I'm going to have to make it work out. You got a hold of it and made it work out. But the other side doesn't seem to know what to do with this. I'm feeling like this is just not something they expected, or just to them, this isn't the norm. To them, it doesn't seem like the norm. Now, I'm getting this situation happen in the past, but I'm getting currently, that based on that experience, you have the High Priestess on your side. Very evolved, smart person. I don't get caught up in the gender, but this is definitely someone who's emotionally sound, someone who definitely looks at the truth. Doesn't just say everything's great and beautiful and rosy. They're like, you know what? For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction, blah, blah, blah. Like, things balance. That's the point. This person doesn't look for the balance. This person sees the balance. This person knows, like, the yin-yang. Like, everything good has something bad. Everything bad has something good. That's the kind of feeling I get from her right now. And I'm getting, like, you're balancing out this whole situation, like, all right, I see something else I want to make happen. Do I like it to the point where I'm going to make it happen like I did before? Because you're realizing how much effort that took before and what you did, and how it paid off and how it felt. And you're deciding for yourself, do I want to do this again? Because I know there's a really good payoff, but there's a lot of work I put into this too. There's a lot of me making decisions here. Do I want to do this? Is this what I want? And there's one face down card. This is face down because it's like first you come to this part. You're thinking through, do you want to do this again? And I'm getting the Three of Wands is face down because you are going to go forward with the situation. But I'm also getting you're talking this situation out beforehand with someone else. And I'm getting this other person is the King of Swords. You're talking this out with someone else. Something you would like to do, something you're considering doing, but feeling like you would have to take the lead on it, and you're just wondering if you really want to invest that heavily in it. That you'd like to, like, you don't mind co-creating, but you're just not really sure you want to, like, carry the ship the whole way down the harbor. That type of feel. And this other person, I feel like it's a person, like, I don't feel like a community here, I feel like there's one person, is agreeing, like, I feel like you're explaining the situation, and they're also very much, they like to see it happen too. I'm getting the King of Swords, like, they're gonna, like, I feel like this person is actually gonna take the lead, but, you have the Queen of Swords with how you match this person. I don't see, now I have to be honest, when I look at these two cards, I don't see, like, one above the other. I know the hierarchy of monarchs, or whatever the hell that works out, whatever that is. That's not how I view this. This is an equal partnership. To me, nobody has power over the other. Each of these are equal. And I'm getting, like, you're working with this other person. They do seem to be taking the lead, but you're comfortable, and what they're taking the lead on, you're very okay with. You're not being forced into anything. You're not being controlled in any sense. I don't feel that. You want to make changes. The other person is very open to that. There's a very, like, this is working together. This is very much, nobody controls anybody. But this is working together in unison, moving the situation forward. I just feel it's important because I don't like how sometimes those two cards come together and people just assume the king has power over the queen. I don't feel that way. I feel like when that's a true powerful partnership, there's equal power there. They each need each other just as much. What one doesn't see, the other one does, but they look out for each other. One won't like the other one looks out for the other. Like, if somebody tries to hold down the king, the queen will step in and not allow that, and vice versa. If somebody tries to assert their power over the queen, the king will step in and be like, you're not going to do that. They're equal. They do that for each other. Nobody holds down the other. And they look out for each other. And I get a really strong sense with that. Like, nobody's being held down. These look out for each other. These help each other. And they communicate very well. The sword energy is very smart and very good. Especially this coupling communicates well with each other. It communicates extremely well. And what I'm getting from this, the Empress happens. This is your outcome. The two of you come together and you have a great outcome. A very, very bountiful outcome. What you're looking to create together, I feel like it's a lot better than either of you expected because you work together so well. I'm getting also, because she can be a very intuitive person. I feel like this is something where you're realizing the more you do this going forward, the better things get for the two of you. And I'm getting like, this seems to be an evolution of a relationship with this person. It doesn't have to be romantic, but whoever you're working with, I feel like this is very good for this relationship, whatever that level is, be it friend, romance, family, work, whatever you got going on there. I'm getting this is an evolution of that relationship. Good? Good. I think we got to where we needed to be. I feel like I feel like the big thing here that I'm really, really, really wanting to stress is no one has power over the other. This is an equal connection. I almost feel a little bit of aggravation here because I'm feeling like some people are going to think like one has power over the other. I don't care what side of the fence you're on this. No one has power over the other. It's equal. It truly is. If it's not equal, something's wrong. If it's not equal, you're going to have problems. And I'm getting a little bit of like pushback, almost like if you don't make it equal, you're asking for problems. This can easily go this way. Instead of having your good bounty, you could have a lot of problems if this is out of balance. This has to be in balance. No one is more important than the other. It's a unity. It's together. They're one. They work together as one. Whatever. It doesn't mean you're together romantically. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means the way you're working together, you're equally involved, equally have the same power. One looks out for the other just as much. Like, no one, like, sure, the king looks out for the queen, but the queen looks out for the king just as much. If somebody physically tried to hold down the king, the queen would get over there and push him off. The same way. Like, it doesn't matter. There's no arena that either of them would back off from. It's equal. Equal. So for some reason, it seems to be bothering me. Like, it's equal. It's important that it's equal. If you really want this to be its optimal moment, like, I feel like that female energy is pulling in, like, demanding, like, if you want this to really happen, you need to be equal. You need to recognize the female and male aspects in you both and realize you're equal. Both sides need to do that. All right, we done? Oh, sorry about the soapbox, but it came through really strong. Like, because I feel like some people are gonna watch this thinking one has power over the other. You're gonna have if that happens, this goes to this. That's all I'm saying. Good? Done? Done. Thank you for watching. If you would like a reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.